Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's Newsstand, and we did get the news a while back that the embargo on the Shazam reviews were going to be released early, which is always a really good sign. But the reviews are actually coming in, and there was that early screening, which I wish I could have seen, but we're definitely going to see this movie. I'm so excited for it. We are getting opened up into a world of DC that we actually deserve. Like, Aquaman was fantastic. Wonder Woman was fantastic. Don't get me wrong, I like some of the other movies. I like Man of Steel. I do. I like it a lot. I like Justice League. But they can't compare. They just really can't. A lot of good things I'm hearing about our director, David Sandberg. He's supposedly doing a phenomenal job, or has done a phenomenal job with this movie. Also, another one that I'm reading a lot of positive things about are Mark Strong as Dr. Savannah. Like, as a villain, they're saying he is just extremely murderous and extremely good in fitting for this role. It almost takes this movie to a surprisingly dark place, which it is PG-13, so we kind of expected a little bit, which is good, but it also still keeps it semi-kid friendly, and I like that. I like that they're keeping it with the very elf or big aspect to this, the very like man and child or whatever you want to say. So I also have heard that we're getting some like WB throw-ins or tie-ins in there, and I love it because I know specifically that one was about Mortal Kombat, and that just kind of made my day, made me chuckle. And we're also getting, you know, some other things that surround the WB, but this looks so good. Also, I've heard that the chemistry between Zachary Levi and Mark Dillon Grazer is just as good as what we see in the trailer. And not just them, I mean, we saw that in the trailer, but the supporting characters, Darla and the Vasquez family, everything I have heard from this has been so overwhelmingly positive. And I really think DC needed this win. I feel like this is finally paid off. I also know that there's 2 end credit scenes, which I do know a little bit about, but I will not spoil anything. What I really wanted to talk about here was the scoring. Oh my god, it's so great. Like, we've got already, Metacritic is the lowest one so far, and it's coming in right now at 74%, which does seem kind of low, but, you know, it's a DC movie. Like, I can't even complain. An 8.8 out of 10 on IGN. But as far as Rotten Tomatoes go, like, oh, just, you really can't trust Rotten Tomatoes. We've seen that entirely too much over the past 2 weeks, month, that they're just absolute, you know, bought out by Disney. But they actually got a 92% so far right now, with 63 reviews counted, which is really good. Like, for DC, this is freaking amazing. I'm so excited. Some of the reviews we have here are even going as far as saying, you know, that it is a welcome anecdote to a usual brooding DC fare, an upbeat superhero movie that feels young at heart. And I love that. I love the very, I guess, kid or elf feel to this movie. I love the man-child of Zachary Levi playing this, because it's such a good role for him. Like, I remember him in Alvin and the Chipmunks, and he works in that role. He's believable in that role. He's almost kind of like, no offense to him at all, but he's kind of like, reminds me of an airhead. Like, I truly believe he was the quarterback that got hit too many times in high school and just kind of stayed good looking and kind of lost his brain. And that's just my opinion. That's just what he reminds me of. But we also see, whenever Levi is on screen, wowed by his new grown-up physique, his muscles seem to have muscles, and shocked by his newly discovered power, the actor soars. And I can't wait to see the heroic part. Like, I know they were talking about Captain Marvel and her not having a love interest and da-da-da-da, but that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, and that's what's so great about this, is we don't have to worry about that love story. We get to see the hero side of a hero and not have to worry about all the rest of it. And there's nothing wrong with the love story. I like a good love story too, but this, I want to see him save that bus. I want to see all those sides, not just get the girl at the end of the day. Oh, that sounds so jaded, but yeah, that's just how it is, okay? So it says, about the worst one we've got here is saying, Shazam is a blandly presentational as a market research PowerPoint. Like, really? Okay, I whatever you have to say. But everybody's going to have their opinion, so we've got some really good one. Captures the original comics combination of breezy heroism with nutty plotting, transferred from the 1940s to the modern era of great skill. And I was thinking about that earlier because the only thing I wish they would have done slightly differently is we've seen the delays with Shazam. I think it was 2. I know 1 came out on time, but 2 was pushed back. I wish had they, alongside of this movie, pushed the comics more. Jeff Johns is writing it right now, and it's very teen. Like, when we see teen in Marvel right now, we see Wonder Twins and whatever the hell that is. And when we see teen in DC right now, we see this. We see Shazam. We see funny, clever, witty humor. Like, we don't get the crap we get with Marvel with, like, I can't even begin to talk about how bad. I tried to review Wonder Twins 2, and I couldn't get through it. It's so bad. It's not made for a teen. Now that's the only, like, everything looks so good with this. I love that we're getting such positive reviews about something in the DCU. I love that we're getting this. I just wish they would have pushed the comics a little bit more, with the industry kind of, dying. Like, I just wish they could have pushed Jeff Johns' run a little bit more and everything else, but this is great news. This is awesome. I'm so excited to see this movie. I cannot wait. I love that we're getting, I mean, there's even talks about how the end credit scene with what's going to happen with Shazam 2. So I love everything about this. So let me know what you guys think. And if there's any more reviews, I will keep an eye on them. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.